Now, the 2022 World Cup host nation Qatar says this year's competition will favor football fans more than any other World Cup in history, with seamless connectivity between match venues. There are 8 stadiums spread across the country, and from Doha, CGTN Saddique Shaban is asking the all-important question about the fans' commuting experience.
There's a lot of conversation about how football fans are going to move around the 8th stadium during the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which will be held here in Qatar. In comparison to the 2018 World Cup host Russia, Qatar is 1,400 times smaller than Russia. So the question is it possible for football fans to attend 2 matches in one day? There will be 8 world-class facilities for the 2022 FIFA World Cup spread across the country. Qatar is hoping to showcase the country through football, and stadium locations are specifically geared towards that. For the hundreds of thousands of football fans expected in Qatar, the question of mobility arises.
It is actually quite easy. You just have to know where you're going, do your research beforehand, and make it. Yeah, best of luck.
FIFA and Qatari officials have cautioned fans against buying match tickets from unofficial sources, as genuinely purchased tickets will guarantee fan identity cards for ease of admission and convenience. The Ras Abu Aboud Stadium, or the 974 Stadium, is located east of the capital Doha, while Ahmad bin Ali Stadium is about 30 kilometers away towards the central part of the country. From Ras Abu, I joined football fans heading to a football match at the Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. Most venues are connected by metro stations, and the fans seem to enjoy the ride.
But I think it's very easy here to move between stadiums.
Distance here is small distance between one football from one match to another, so it is easy, not taking more time. Metro is so easy to transfer from one place to another, so this is good. This is a very good experience. For us, getting tickets was easy, very easy.
Having hosted the FIFA Arab Cup and the African Super Cup in 2021, Qatar put the transportation plans into motion, and they have promised this will be the most connected World Cup ever.
For us, when it comes to the compact nature of it, you have 2 stadiums, the closest one are 5 kilometers away, the furthest one are 75 kilometers away. And it's all connected by a metro station and public transportation, which we have actually been tested during the Arab Cup. And we have seen the majority of fans using the public transportation, the shuttle buses. There is a lot of actually big transport exercise that has been undergoing, where we can actually, the success of 2.5 million of trips that happened during this tournament of the Arab Cup.
Qatar expects more than 1 million football fans for the World Cup, hoping the fans will get to enjoy the game and take away lasting memories. For this trip, it took us 1 hour by metro. So generally, that would be some conservative commuting experience for football fans during the 2022 World Cup here in Qatar. It would be a marked improvement from Russia in 2018, where football teams had to charter planes to attend matches and football fans had to travel for hours in order to make their matches. And the Supreme Committee for the delivery of the game say by the time the World Cup starts here in this country in 2022, the general commuting experience will be even better. Saddique Shaban, CGTN, in Al Rayyan Stadium in Qatar.
Right, for more on the tournament, we're all waiting for with bated breath. We're now pleased to be joined by sports analyst Marwan Saeed, live from Cairo, Egypt. Marwan, great to have you joining us once again. From what you've been following, will Qatar be ready to host this year's World Cup?
Obviously, Qatar have spent a lot of money. We're talking about over 200 billion US dollars, something like that, in that region. So expectations are very high on the spectacle, on how they've been able to prepare to make everything possible in the period that they've been given. And I think with all the time, with all the effort, with all the footage even that we've seen of the stadiums, of everything in general, I think Qatar are ready. And obviously we had the Arab Cup, so we had a taste of what early in the year. So we had a taste of what's going to happen. So I think Qatar are very much ready.
Right, and looking specifically at Ghana, how far do you think the Black Stars realistically can expect to go in Qatar?
Look, realistically, Ghana, they're doing all they can to go as far as they can. Obviously, over the past tournaments or past years, we've always heard of these problems between the and not just problems. We're talking about the cohesion between the Ghanaian federation, the players, the national team, and all these things. But they're taking new strides. They're getting the players that are abroad, like Iñaki Williams, like Tariq Lamptey, like those couple of players from Germany. They're trying their best to be ready for the World Cup. Obviously, they are in a tough group. They've got Portugal, they've got Uruguay, and they've got South Korea. So, to be honest, I do not want to speculate or to just say how far they can go. They can go at least second in the group, but I think it's too soon. I think it will be difficult, to be honest.
And finally, Marwan, Cameroon will be playing at their 9th World Cup, the most for any African side. Can the class of 2022 emulate and go even further than the legendary Italian 90s squad?
Obviously, with Cameroon, we've seen what happened against Algeria. Miracles can happen. And Cameroon, they have this belief. They've got Samuel Eto'o by their side. They have this spirit that they can go far. And obviously, their group as well could be a factor in that. They've got Switzerland, they've got obviously Brazil, and they've got as well Serbia. So I do not see it as a difficult task to qualify second in the group. Obviously, they will have to go through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals to emulate that 90 Italia squad. I think a realistic goal would be to pass the group. What will happen next will depend on who they will face and a lot of conditions. But it's realistic to think that Cameroon will pass their group.
Marwan, thank you very much for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on the show. Marwan Saeed, the sports analyst, joining us live from Cairo.